In this video, I will cover the topic called solving equations. Being able to solve equations will bring you lots of opportunities to gain extra marks on your maths as well as your science exam. Based on my experience, I can suggest that students miss out on lots of opportunities on their maths as well as science exams because they have limited ability to solve equations. There are different types of equations which you are expected to know how to solve. But out of those type of equations, the most common ones and the important ones are the ones that we will discuss in this video. So let's quickly have a look at some of them. The first equation, absolutely basic, is the one that you see here. That's question number 1. Remember, whenever you come across word solve, this means you have to make x your subject. So if I have to make x my subject in this case, this means I will have to get rid of this 5 from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this equation again. I'm going to put box on it. Now I've identified that I need to get rid of this number from here. Once this number is removed from here, I will then be able to figure out the value of x. So to get rid of this 5, what I will do is I will do minus 5 on both sides. Now, if you add them two, they will cancel out, leaving you with x only on the left side, and on the right side, you will have your answer as minus 2. Type 2 question is of this form where you see 3 is being multiplied to x and it equates to 5. We've been asked to find the value of x. To find the value of x, we will need to get rid of this 3. How do we do that? Let's quickly have a look. So first thing, I'll copy the question again. Then I'll put a box on 3 indicating that I've identified the thing that needs to be removed from the left side. What will I now do to cancel out this 3 is because 3 is being multiplied to x, the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'll divide both sides by 3. If you divide this 3 by this, they will cancel out, leaving you with only x on the left side, and on the right side you'll have 5 over 3. Question number 3 is similar to question number 1, but there's a small difference here. Here my x had plus. Here my x has minus. You just have to follow the method. As long as you follow the method, you will not make any mistakes. So let's quickly copy the question again. 3 take away x equals 5. To find the value of x, the first thing I'll need to do is I'll need to get rid of this 3. If you look at it carefully on the left side, you will notice that 3 is being added to minus x. So to get rid of this 3, because it's a plus 3, I'll do minus 3 on both sides. They both will cancel out, leaving me with minus x equals 2. Now you have to understand one thing here. There is a number before this x, and that number is 1. So we are after a value of x. So this means I will now need to get rid of this minus 1. How do I get rid of this minus 1? You will follow the method that we did on question number 2. You'll divide both sides by minus 1 and minus 1. We know when you divide minus 1 by minus 1, that will change to plus 1. So on the left side, you are left with x. On the right side, remember, there's a plus before this 2. So if you divide plus by minus, that will turn out to be minus 2, and this is my answer. I'll put a star here because it's an important question. So make sure you are fully aware of solving this type of question. Type 4 question has been made by combining type 1 and type 2. So let's quickly have a look. How would you answer these type of questions? So the first thing I will need to do is I can't do anything to this 3 because it's a part of the term that contains x. I'll need to get rid of this 2. To get rid of this 2, I'll have to add 2 on both sides because minus 2 plus 2 will change to 0. You are now left with minus 3x equals 7. If you look at this now, this is same as question number 3. Here we had minus 1. Here we have got minus 3. So we now need to get rid of this minus 3. If you pay attention, you will notice that minus 3 is being multiplied to x. You'll have to divide both sides by minus 3. So it'll cancel out, leaving you with x being equal to, there's a plus before this 7. If you divide plus by minus, that's minus 7 over 3. And that's my answer. Let's quickly consider type 5. It is similar to question 4, but the only difference here is the term that contains x has fraction instead of a whole number. So the method will still remain the same. You can't do anything to 3 over 2. The first thing that we'll need to do is we'll need to get it off this plus 3. How do I get it off this plus 3? I can do minus 3 on both sides. Once you have done that, these two will cancel out. You're now left with 3x over 2 equals 5 take away 3 is 2. Let's put star on question number 5 as well because it's an important one. What I see on the left side is a fraction. On the right side, it's a whole number. But the right side can be changed to a fraction if I put 1 in the denominator. For a question like this is what I would recommend. You change the right side or the side that is a whole number to a fraction as well when you have a single fraction on the other side. So now both sides have single fraction. So I can say single fraction on both sides. So SFBS means single fraction on both sides. When you have single fraction on both sides, what you do is you will need to get it off the denominator, and for that, we'll do cross multiplication. You'll multiply the numerator with this denominator, you'll multiply this denominator with this numerator, and you'll end up with 3x times 1 equals 2 times 2. This then changes into 3x equals 4. Now this is exactly same as question number 2. You can see that one. They're both the same. How do I solve this? I now need to put box on 3. And then because 3 is being multiplied to x, I'll divide both sides by 3. These two will cancel out, leaving me with x being equal to 4 over 3. Question number 6. Question number 6 is similar to this section here. We had a fraction on the left side, we had fraction on the right side. In the same way here, I have fraction on the left side, and it's a single fraction because they have common denominators. When you have only one denominator on the left side or on the right side, this means it's classed as one fraction. So I've got single fraction on the left side, I've got a whole number on the right side. What I can do is I can put 1 in the denominator, and I've done the same thing. I've got single fraction on the left side, single fraction on the right side. Once you've done that, what you will now do is you'll multiply denominators to numerators diagonally. So if you do that, you'll end up with 3x plus 2 times by 1 equals 5 times 5. And this gives me 3x plus 2 equals 25. Now this question here is similar to this section here. So what I now need to do is first I'll identify this plus 2 needs to be removed. How? I'll do minus 2 here, I'll do minus 2. This is gone. I'm now left with 3x equals 25 take away 2 is 23. Now to get it off this 3, I'll need to divide both sides by 3. These two are gone. Leaves me with x being equal to 23 over 3. And this is my answer. It can be done in another way. So that's why I've written here method 2. When it comes to method 2, you may have learned this one in school. What you do is you put box on the denominator and you say to get it off this denominator, because it's in the denominator, I'll multiply both sides by 5. When you do that, this 5 and this 5, they'll cancel out, leaving you with 3x plus 2 equals 25. And then you have to follow the same method. But I do recommend this one, because it will make your life more easier on your physics exam and with many questions that you will do on your maths exam as well. Let's quickly have a look at question number 7. On question number 7, exactly same thing, just like question 5. The only difference here is instead of single term here in the numerator for question 5, we have been given 2 terms. So just follow the method and you will end up with the right answer. Let's put star on question 7 as well. First thing is I'll get it off this 3. I can't do anything to 2, 5 and 3 because they are all part of the term that contains x. How do I get rid of this 3? I'll do plus 3 on both sides. This is gone. Now I'm left with 3x plus 2 over 5 equals 8. You can now see this is same as question number 6. I can put 1 in the denominator of 8. I've got single fraction on both sides. Once you have that, you multiply the denominators to the numerators, and you will end up with 3x plus 2 times by 1 equals 5 times 8. That leaves you with 3x plus 2 equals 40. Now, if you look at it carefully, you will see this is same as type 4. This is same as question type 4. So how do I get rid of this plus 2? I'll do minus 2 on both sides. This is gone. Leaves me with 3x being equal to 38. To get rid of this 3, you'll have to divide both sides by 3. You are then left with x being equal to 38 over 3. Question number 8 is again similar to question number 4, but the only difference here is you are given x as x to the power of 2. So the method will still remain the same. You will make x squared your subject. What will you do? The first thing is you'll get rid of this 5. How? You'll do minus 5 on both sides. This is gone. Then you're left with 3x squared equals 2. You get rid of this 3 by dividing both sides by 3. They two are cancelled out. You're left with x squared being equal to 2 over 3. I do want you to put star at this location. How do you get rid of this square? You'll have to take square root on both sides. Square root, and that will leave you with x being equal to square root of 2 over 3. And this is my answer. When it comes to solving equations, you've looked at 8 most basic and most useful equations, which you must know in order to gain and use opportunities to make further progress with your learning. Hopefully, you'll find this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, keep learning, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.